with the Chinese insurgents. And villages were grouped. That is, they brought the villagers to live together, and they were fed, they were given rations, everything, but not allowed to go to their fields. That was grouping. It was terrible for a villager to stay idly there, even though he got his food properly, he was looked after, he was protected. But that was, as soon as center took over, that was given up. But it was done by the army in between the year 55 and 57.
Jadi sebab tu Malaysia dia lagi pun, uka penuh tu he kor boleh di Malaysia dia batar tu he kor tu semua lata tai sih tu batar sih boleh. He kor lagi pun, he kerja di cara, ha boleh fasal dengan je, pa rena kaki tewa muka bau nuri foto ri, canu pamiche, isi kerja. Sedio nonobo lagi bom hari cuma tayo we. Or dia he ko tita ada mo he ko tamoroso tadi tatu dia aranas lazami dari bobo toriano misilimi rena nutu nano anono ko dia tu di pruya pono ba dia seno seri balik kan jadi talam lagi bobo di ta unono jadi kaya tawai, mo ano hijut thopero, nano gets no penolewe.
In 1963, the government of India created the state of Nagaland by combining the Naga Hills and Tuensang. But this was only a third of the total Naga traditional lands. The rest of the Naga lands remained in Manipur, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. The Naga territories in Manipur lie in Tamenglong, Senapati, Ukhrul and Chandel. The unification of these Naga lands has been a cherished goal of the Naga movement. The creation of the state of Nagaland thus failed to diffuse the struggle. In 1975, during the time of internal emergency under Indira Gandhi, an accord was signed at Shillong with an influential section of Fizzo's followers. They called themselves the representatives of the underground organizations and accepted the Constitution of India. But AZ Fizzo remained silent on the accord. General Thinoseli, former chief of the Naga army, says,
"It was made secretly. And the architect of Shillong Accord was Mr. Yane. He came overground saying that he was a contact man. And the Indians took advantage of him, taken him to peace camp, fencing with this barbed wire, guarded by the Indian soldiers. From there he made this draft and secretly sent to Mr. Zashe Hure. When Shillong Accord was known only by Zashe and those only signatories. Other people not known.
The signatories of the Shillong Accord organized a surrender of arms by a section of the Naga underground. Several of the guerrillas who had surrendered were absorbed into the Indian military establishment. The rest was settled in peace camps guarded by the Indian Army, like this one at Kohima. The accord also said that the signatories could formulate other issues which could be discussed for a final settlement. More than 25 years have passed. Waiting still continues in the peace camps.
is Shillong Accord? Shillong Accord is just what is precisely this: divide the leadership. You should never try to divide the leadership. I, for one, think that it was a mistake not to have negotiated when Mr. Fizo was there. You are more keen to see that weaken Mr. Fizo, let other groups come up. It's a rotten strategy. It's a myopic view. I, for one, would strengthen the established leaders so that if you come to an understanding with them, that they can sell the accord.
A section of the Naga National Council, which was unsatisfied with the Shillong Accord, formed the National Socialist Council of Nagaland in 1980 under the leadership of Isaac Chishi Swu, Thunglang Muiwa and SS Khaplang. The armed struggle with the Indian forces continued under the NSCN, which constituted a parallel government of the People's Republic of Nagaland. In 1988, the NSCN split into two. The faction under Isaac and Muiwa became the NSCN-IM, and the group under the leadership of SS Khaplang became the NSCN-K. NSCN-IM has emerged as the more powerful and politically representative Naga group. The lives of the ordinary Nagas of the past 3 generations have been spent under the overbearing gaze of the Indian armed forces. Almost every village has a group of hostile armed personnel stationed at its gate or at some strategic point. Draconian laws like the Armed Forces Special Powers Act confer the authority to kill, search and detain with total impunity. Civilian rule has been undermined by the overwhelming presence of the armed forces in these areas. This has also resulted in grave violations of the basic rights of the people. March 10, 1982. The soldiers of the 21st Sikh Regiment came to the village. They had a list of Nagas whom they suspected. Paul and Daniel were taken to the nearby army camp. No one has seen them since.
Killer Muchumuk Hawk and Lagan had a Hazilla. Then she our young as a nurse has any Kongai the home robes. Then a Kongai